We are officially in the festive season, and this is the one time in a year where it is so busy. But regardless of everything that's happening, it's also a very joyous time. It's time that we spend with our families. It is one of the busiest times in the year. And the one place that you just cannot avoid, no matter how much you try, is the mall. Now, I want to know, are you aware of all the entities and all the energies that exist in a mall? And the reason I say this is because a mall is a brewing pot of energies, a brewing pot of entities. And if you're an empath, and you need to go to the mall around this time, it could be a horrific and tragic experience for you because you cannot help but absorb all the energies and everything. And when you go back home, you are actually very tired. And if you are an empath and also work in a mall, this is the worst time of the year because it is even more draining than any other period. Now, some people, they don't think much of a mall as an energy hub, but it actually is because the mall is one place where everybody is welcome. And it is designed in such a way that people would constantly be going in and out. So the structure of a mall, it is a center where money needs to go in and out. People need to come in, and you cannot control the kind of people that come in, and therefore you cannot control the entities that also enter, but you can always try and protect yourself. Now, let's look at how a mall is structured. Don't you find it weird that almost every mall, and I mean every mall, it kind of has the same plants, the same trees? It is very, very similar. No matter which province you go to, it's always the same kind of trees. Did it ever cross your mind as to why those trees are planted there, specifically those trees? It is actually very simple. Those trees, they draw in people. Now, some people don't believe in all of that because it seems so, foreign to them. But you best believe that the people who invented malls did tap into African spirituality. They did tap into some of our knowledge because those trees are meant to get people to come in and to get people to spend. And those trees, you should never have them in your house. And if you have them in your house, take them out because they create such chaos. Like your house would be a place kuphuma ngena nombani. That's the first thing. And your house would have so many people being drawn to it, which could be a very bad thing for you because you can never be relaxed. You can never have your house to yourself. You can never feel safe. So those trees are not, specifically for homes. Those are the kind of trees that you just need to get rid of if you do buy a place and they have the similar trees. It only excludes a few other trees, like maybe there's an aloe planted. An aloe you can have at home. It's not dangerous for you, but I'm specifically talking about the big trees that are there, like they are the same across everywhere you go. They are the same. I'm specifically talking about those ones. So the aim of those trees, it's not for oxygen. No. Mm-mm. Nope. Not for oxygen. It is aimed at drawing people in. Those are actually money trees, you know. But trust me, it's not the kind of money that you want coming in, because if you were to plant the same trees in your house hoping to get the money come in, the only thing you're going to get is chaos. and it might also be dangerous for you. So that's the first thing. And then another thing, there are people who wake up in the morning, and specifically, I'm talking about the people with entities. They would specifically wake up in the morning, dress up, they have all the money that you can think of, and they head towards the mall. And baby, that is to hunt for whatever they need to, you know, because once you have an entity, or if you are tied into something that's not right, in order for you to make more money, you need to take out more money. These are the people who are always rolling around with huge numbers of cash. Like, you are like, why are you carrying so much cash? Now, I'm not saying that everybody who walks around with, rolls of cash, like is tied into something. No, but I'm just speaking on a specific, people, the kind of people that when you meet, your blood tells you, would say, there's something not 100% with this person. And then they have loads of cash, so the more cash they take out, the more cash they get in as well. So they also go to the malls, those public places, and they spend. And also there are those who, like, be careful if you're the kind of person that just loses money when you go to the mall out of the blue. You know, you just lose money. You not lose in a sense where you know what you bought. You actually have no idea what you bought, but you don't have the money. Because if you are on a weaker side energetically, then you can like lose money randomly, especially in a mall. And when you can think of it, oh no, it was just a bad day. Sometimes it wasn't the case. Sometimes it is something, you know that did that. But that's not something I want to go deep into specifically, because there are people who don't understand it. They don't know all these things, but it does happen. Now, if you are an empath, one of the reasons you struggle the most dealing with the space, especially around this time, is because you are created in such a way that you absorb all the energy. You are a sponge. And most empaths don't know how to control themselves. It takes years and takes time to build that shield, that protection shield around yourself, where you are able to not soak up in, all the nonsense that exists. So you are gonna soak all this energies in, and you might find that you only spend like 2 or 3 hours in a mall, and when you get home you are so tired, you are finished. Now, some people make the mistake of, they know they're empaths, but when they get home, they don't declutter themselves, like remove that energy of yourself, because if you stay with that energy, then you're going to be drained the whole day. And I've also seen certain empaths that work around malls, some don't know that they're also empaths, and they work in malls and they're always drained. They're always tired. There are people who work in malls who look tired, who constantly are tired, and they would think, no, it's just the stress of the job. Yes, retail jobs are very, very extremely stressful, because people, not everybody, but there are people, when they've had a bad day, they would go out and go to the malls, and obviously try and de-stress. And whatever they're going through, they are gonna bleed on you, so somebody else may cut them at the office, but they're gonna bleed on you, because, well, the customer is always right. So you can't, even though when they go overboard, you can't say anything. So you soak up all of that, and when you get home, You are so tired. You are so unbelievably tired. Now, when you have grown and when you have an understanding, you are able to get home and remove that energy from you. Remove it before you do anything. Like, if it means having a bath that has aromatherapy, why am I saying this word wrong? Aromatherapy. And then you have your bath salts and your everything. Like, just have certain rituals that when you get home, you can be able to remove all of that from yourself. Remove that energy before you get into your own space, before you are even comfortable and carrying on with the rest of your night. You need to find a way of removing all those things, because if you don't do that, you're gonna look so stressed out and you're gonna age before your time, unfortunately. And the next day you'll be dragging yourself and you still be collecting the horrible energies. So this is just something for you to look at, to really find a ritual that's gonna help you. It's gonna help you remove all the badness, remove all the things that are not yours to keep. Because how are you gonna function with your life taking from everybody's cup, taking their burdens? And then you get home to your children, and then how are you gonna be complete and with them when you still have all of that accumulated from the day? A mall is not a place that was designed to de-stress you. I know it seems very weird because a lot of people go to the mall with the sole aim of distressing, to get away from their busy lives. But a mall was designed solely for the purpose of convenience. So you get everything you need in one spot, and then it was designed for you to take out your money, but it is not a place that's designed for your well-being. Nope, it's not. It's a business. And in business, there are lots of energies, which means there are a lot of entities just moving around. So you as a human, you need to find a way of taking care of yourself. And I'm not saying this to make you fearful, but it is something that already is happening. So you might as well just find a way of protecting yourself, of taking care of you. And Merry Christmas. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a video before Christmas, but if I don't, Merry Christmas. And well, have a good one. Enjoy yourself, and I hope you get to spend time with your loved ones and stay safe.